Good evening, everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see the slide? Please give me a signal. Send me a hi or anything. Can you hear me, everyone? Okay. So we'll be starting in another 2 minutes. Meanwhile, if you want to ask something, do you have any doubt or anything you want to talk about, you're most welcome. ऋषभ, कुछ बोलना नहीं है आज? कुछ पूछना नहीं है?
No, sir.
Okay. Just waiting for the timer to start. It's at 6:30 sharp. I thought to come beforehand so that we can do all settings. Last time there was technical failure because of which our class couldn't happen. Okay, so it's 6:30 by my watch, and I'm going to start with today's lecture. Good evening, everyone. This is the essay writing lecture 2. We've done lecture 1 way back in December, and due to some issues, I was not able to continue that. But now we are finishing up, or we are catching up with our essay writing lectures. This is the second lecture in the series of essay writing. There's supposed to be 3 lectures, so we'll see how much we are able to do today, and then whatever will be left, we'll do tomorrow. Now, as I told you, this sounds to be a lecture. It is written as a lecture, but this is basically a workshop where you have to contribute as much as I do. So you have to have a paper, a pen in your hand while I'll discuss with you certain things. I'll tell you something. So if you all permit, we can begin. All right. So shall we start? So as you all know that this essay writing actually has, there are two sections in essay writing in UPSC paper. We have discussed that. You have to choose one essay from the first section and the second essay from second. And roughly 1,000 to 1,200 words you have to write. And this paper is of 250 marks and 125 marks each is the essay. Now, some of you have also asked me what's the best range and what is above average marks. So every time, every year, it's a bit different. But then I have seen students scoring as high as 175 and 165 to 175 in essay. And on an average, you should at least aim at 150 odd some marks. And but definitely somewhere below 130 or 120 is very difficult to get through the mains examination, because essay, optional, and ethics, these are the three areas where your going to the interview depends on. So that is the thing. And now I'm going to begin with, we have tried to cover some part of this lecture last time when there was a technical failure. So I'm going to start it again for the convenience of the flow of the class, and also for both the teacher and you students. So, we were discussing about the kinds of essay in our first lecture, where I told you that there can be essay which is based on socio-cultural aspect. There can be economical and technical based essay. There can be environmental based essay. There can be issues, contemporary issues based essay. For example, if there's an agricultural crisis going on. But recently, in the recent past, we've seen that there are essays which are proverbial and idiomatic, that is idioms पे based, या proverbs पे based, या some saying पे based, kind of philosophical type of essays which have philosophical touch. ऐसे बहुत आने लगे हैं. So in today's lecture, we are definitely going to focus on this aspect. We have already seen socio-cultural essay in lecture 1. And today I'm going to focus mostly on this aspect, proverbial and idiomatic. And therefore, this lecture becomes very important because this is a difficult area. Students may know the meaning of the proverb or may not know the meaning of the proverb. If they do not know the meaning of the proverbs or all the sayings or muhavre, then how to do it? And if you know it, even then you are unable to write at times a length of essay, 1,000 words. So how to deal with that we are going to see today. And I'll be happy to take questions also with you from you. So in the remaining two lectures, what we are going to look at is there are certain questions which were left to be answered, and I'm going to deal with some of them. For example, for the most important thing in your whether GS writing, essay, answer writing, or in the essay is the flow of your answer. Now, when I say flow of the answer, what do I mean? Is sometimes when you write an answer, what happens that the first paragraph and the second paragraph, there is no connection. समझ में नहीं आता कि पहले पैराग्राफ का जो अंत है उसमें जो बात कही गई और अचानक से कहीं से कुछ दूसरा पैराग्राफ दूसरी ही कहानी शुरू हो जाती है. तो ये जो चीज होती है ना कि आपको समझ में नहीं आया कि पहले पैराग्राफ और दूसरे पैराग्राफ में कनेक्शन क्या है, इसको कहते हैं दैट योर फ्लो इज नॉट देयर. So when you are writing and there is no flow, that shows that in your thought process there is no flow. And in something like an essay, thought process में flow होना बहुत जरूरी है और वो पेपर में आंसर में दिखना बहुत. तो ऐसी क्या चीजें की जाए जिससे आपका फ्लो दिखे, आंसर में फ्लो दिखे, एक कनेक्शन दिखे आपके फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ, सेकंड पैराग्राफ, थर्ड पैराग्राफ में, एक कनेक्शन दिखे आपके इंट्रोडक्शन में, कंक्लूजन में, बॉडी पार्ट्स में. तो ऐसी क्या चीजें हैं जिससे वो हम फ्लो ला सकते. ठीक है, जैसे कई बार आप न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते होंगे और न्यूज़पेपर में कुछ बेकार से एडिटोरियल्स होते हैं जिसमें आप सोचते हैं कि अरे पहला पैराग्राफ और दूसरा पैराग्राफ कनेक्टेड कैसे, मतलब पैराग्राफ से दूसरा पैराग्राफ गए तो उसमें क्या मतलब क्या है, why how are they connected to each other, because those articles lack flow. Now I will give you some techniques where you can maintain the flow. This will not only help you in your essay writing but also in your your this GS answer writing. Secondly, sometimes फ्लो इसलिए भी इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है कि आपने कई बार कुछ ऐसे एस्पिरेंट्स को देखा होगा जिनके पास फैक्ट्स की भरमार होती है, लेकिन जब वो फाइनल रिजल्ट आता है तो वो कहते हैं यार हमें समझ नहीं आया कि हमारा हुआ क्यों नहीं। वो इसलिए नहीं हुआ क्योंकि आपने फैक्ट्स तो बहुत लिखे, लेकिन उन फैक्ट्स के बीच कनेक्शन क्या है वो आपने नहीं लिखा। तो मे बी यू आर वेरी इंटेलिजेंट, यू आर वेरी नॉलेजेबल, बट विद द फैक्ट्स you do not know the art of writing, how to present those facts, how to connect those facts in the fabric of your paragraph. So that technique we are going to see today, and it's a very easy technique. When I'll tell you that technique, you will feel अरे ये तो बड़ा आसान है, और उससे एक आंसर और ऐसे में क्वालिटी आ जाती है। ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ कोई मंझा हुआ कलाकार है, कोई मंझा हुआ विद्यार्थी है जो आंसर लिख रहा है। Then there are certain times when you feel that you were very good in essay writing when you were in school and college. But today, when you are asked to write an essay in UPSC exam or in your coaching center's exam, you do not get marks. Why is it so? Why is it so that you were a superb essay writer? You must have won competition in your school and colleges. But today, when you are asked to write, you're not getting marks. So what is missing there that we are going to show you? And when I'll tell you that, अपने आप में वो एक आत्मा आ जाती है, यूपीएससी वाली आत्मा आ जाती है, और वो ऐसे का आप खुद ही देखेंगे कि कैसे आपका लिखने का तरीका बदल जाता है, which matches the standards of यूपीएससी. Mark my line, matches the standards of यूपीएससी. ठीक है, इस विषय पे हम बात करेंगे. Then of course, you don't understand proverbial topics. In fact, आपकी जान सूख जाती है जब आप proverbs पे लिखते हैं. कई बार आपको proverbs का मतलब पता होता है, लेकिन ये भगवान कैसे 1,500 शब्द या 1,200 शब्द कैसे लिखना है, 750 शब्द भी कई लोग नहीं लिख पाते हैं, वो कैसे करना है, that becomes very problem. Then last time I discussed about writing introduction. I discussed about how are you going to take up the body part. Today, I'm going to discuss about conclusion, because conclusion is as important as introduction. ठीक है, conclusion कैसे different होता है introduction से, उसको different कैसे करना है, क्या क्या करना है कि examiner को ये ना लगे कि ये points तो repeat करके conclusion में घुमा फिरा के लिख दिया. These things are again very important to understand, that how conclusion should be written, how it should be different from introduction, and how it should be different from how do you conclude anything. Okay, then what are the do's and don'ts for essay writing that I will take up in the next class. This is also very important, because sometimes you think that you write very well, but there are certain things which you should avoid as UPSC aspirants, which I will take up as an example also when I'll do that, so that it will be more clear. But ये जो कहानी है ये अगली क्लास में होगी. और अगली क्लास में क्या होगा, you will how should I prepare this question कि सर GS का तो we do preparation as answer writing GS के, but what about the essays, essay writings की हम कैसे beforehand preparation करें. Beforehand preparation का ये भी एक क्वेश्चन हो सकता है कि what are the sources for an essay writing के लिए. All these things I will handle in the next class, which is again going to be very important, because you know the sources, and I'm going to talk about कहाँ से टॉपिक्स लिए बन रहे हैं ऐसे राइटिंग की यूपीएससी में, and how should you prepare beforehand. All these things from will be taken up in the next class. But before this, we are going to talk about the approaches of this. ठीक है, ऐसे को अप्रोच करने के तरीके क्या क्या होने चाहिए, ये बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है हमारे लिए. तो इस पे हम बात करेंगे आज. और अगर आपको याद होगा तो पिछली क्लास में I did one technique with you, one of the approaches, which was the epistle technique. Okay, this was one of the approach I talked about, जिसमें that will help you to write your the body part. So can anybody tell me epistle का full form क्या है? It was a pestle technique plus H. So I added an H to it. So it is a epistle technique now. So can anybody tell me what is the full form of epistle for the convenience of the rest of the class? Those who can speak up, it will be better. Otherwise, if you want to type, you can type also. So, yes. H for wait, H for history. right?
And we were political
Pastel
and
for, okay, pastel, P for political. Okay.
oh,
Then
but it was for environment
environmental, good.
as for social.
S for social, excellent.
E for technical.
T for technical, good.
E for
E for economical,
economic.
yes, economical. And
I for legal.
L
I
for
for
L for legal. Okay. So this is what we were talking about. All right. So this is the one of the approaches which we discussed last time. So most of you have already written that, which is good. So I don't know whether you have tried this technique or not, but even if you have not tried till now, it will, when you will do your GSK topics, then keep in mind that there is this pestle approach which we can use in our essay writing in our final exam. So these are just one. This is just one kind of approach which I talked about in the last class. Now you have to write 2 essays, okay? और आपके आंसर, आपकी एक ये पॉइंट ध्यान में रखना that there should be a variety uh, in your answer copy, in your answer sheet. So what I'm saying, that there should be variety, whether it is your GS का paper or your essay writing. थोड़ा ऐसे दिखाना चाहिए कि you are dynamic not only as a person but also when you write and present. तो अप्रोचेस, अगर एक अप्रोच अगर आप एक ऐसे में लिख रहे हो तो मोस्टली दूसरा जो अप्रोच है वो दूसरे ऐसे में ले लो, तो वो ज्यादा बेटर होगा, वो ज्यादा अच्छा होगा. So that is what my suggestion is that. इसलिए मैं जैसे आज एक और अप्रोच डिस्कस करूंगा, नेक्स्ट क्लास में एक और अप्रोच डिस्कस करूंगा, तो जो भी आपको बेटर लगे वो 2 अप्रोचेस लेकर आप वो ऐसे लिखो. तो इट विल बी अ काइंड ऑफ वेराइटी, और जो एग्जामिनर है वो आप बोर नहीं फील करेगा. ठीक है, तो ये चीज थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रखना. और इसी के साथ हम आज दूसरे अप्रोच की बात करने वाले हैं. So this was, of course, the pestle approach: historical, political, environment, social, technological, legal, and economical. Okay, this was the first approach. Today we are going to start with a new approach. Now this new approach is a very interesting approach. This is called Spinayan approach. ऑलराइट, अब स्पिनायान अप्रोच क्या है? स्पिनायान आपको जैसे पता है यान होता है, और उससे जब धागा बनता है या स्पिन करना पड़ता है तभी जाके वो धागा, थ्रेड या टेक्सटाइल का फॉर्मेशन होता है. तो स्पिनायान एक तरह का एक गेम है, और ये गेम एक तरह का कंपटीशन भी होते हैं स्कूल कॉलेजेस में, और गेम होता है. समटाइम्स हम लोग जब छोटे थे तो डाइनिंग टेबल के सराउंडिंग बैठ के ये गेम खेलते थे. when our all cousins and friends we used to meet. और इसका सबसे अच्छा, एक बहुत अच्छा एक स्पिनायान का गेम होता था जिसमें हर उम्र के लोग पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते थे. एक छोटा सा कजन जो कि इमेजिनेटिव है, या फ्रेंड जो इमेजिनेटिव है, भले ही वो 6 साल का 7 साल का बच्चा हो वो, और एक 60 साल का, 65 साल का, 70 साल का बूढ़ा भी बैठ के कहानी बुन सकता है. इसको कहते हैं कहानी बुनना. ठीक है, जैसे कि मैंने कुछ लाइन बोली और उस लाइन को मैंने एक एब्स्ट्रैक्टली एंड कर दिया, और फिर दूसरा बंदा वहीं से उस कहानी को कंटिन्यू करता है. अगर आपके फ्रेंड्स हैं या आपके घर में बच्चे हैं या छोटे बच्चे हैं, तो ये गेम खेल के आप मतलब आप इंटरेक्शन कर सकते हैं उनसे, उनको मतलब you can create a good environment for them to learn and to teach them in a in घर also, in your house also. There are children not going to schools these days, so you can do that. So this is an approach which we do, that मैं समझ लूँ 5 लाइन बोलूँ, उसके बाद मैं abruptly उसको end कर दूँ. The person who is sitting next to me, he continues, then there is a third person, he continues. So इस तरह से कहानी बनती जाती है. इसी अप्रोच को हम ऐसे राइटिंग में लेने वाले हैं, यानी कि जो भी हमारे पास इंफॉर्मेशन है, फैक्ट्स है, फिगर्स है, उसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए हम एक कहानी बनाते हैं पूरे ऐसे. ठीक है, और इससे एक एग्जामिनर का इंटरेस्ट भी बन जाता है ना, कि ये कहानी आगे कहाँ जाएगी, फिर आगे कहाँ जाएगी, आगे कहाँ जाएगी, फिर क्या होगा, फिर क्या होगा। और उसी कहानी के थ्रू आप अपनी सारी बातें कर जाते हैं, आप फैक्ट्स, फिगर्स, डेटा, उस डेटा का एनालिसिस सब कुछ बता देते हैं उस कहानी में। तो देयर इज अ क्रिएटिविटी आल्सो इन्वॉल्व्ड एंड देयर इज your knowledge also involved. Now, why I am taking this approach, especially in the proverbial based topics, because these are proverbial philosophical based topics, क्योंकि अपने आप में बहुत creative topics होते हैं. So why not take up a creative approach in a creative topic? You know, there can be a very simple hephaestal approach, but when the topic itself is giving you a scope to be innovative, to be creative, why not? और इससे एक यूपीएससी कैंडिडेट का एक क्रिएटिव साइड भी दिखेगा, एक इनोवेटिव साइड भी दिखेगा, एक ऐसा साइड दिखेगा कि हाँ देखो, इसने एक बहुत क्रिएटिव वे से अपने बात को परसुएड और इन्फ्लुएंस करने की कोशिश की. So that is how we are going to do it, and I'm going to ask you to participate in it when we are going to start with one kind of topic. So in order to just make you understand this, I have taken up a very ऐसे ही maybe a little weird for you this theme, but still I found it very simple, so I'm going to take it. तो बचपन में, या बचपन में तो नहीं, मेरे ख्याल से अभी भी जब आपने आपकी हिस्ट्री पढ़ी होगी तो आपने बुद्धा की कहानी पढ़ी होगी कि कैसे बुद्ध बिफोर becoming Buddha, when he was a prince, there was this he was very worried about lot of things in life. He wanted to know what is life all about, what is the truth about life. And then he went on a journey, and where he came across four short stories or four life experience or examples, which helped him to leave everything and go out and become Buddha. So, like for example, there was a old woman, there was a somebody on the some dead body, somebody not well, or something like that. There were four episodes in that story, and after seeing that, he left his house and became Buddha. So, and finally, he got enlightened, and then you know the story. Now, ये जो है, ये एक बुद्धा की बहुत ही जानी मानी कहानी है. इसको हम एक कहानी अपने ऐसे के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में हम एक नई कहानी इस पे बुनेंगे. और मान लीजिए कि वो जो बुद्धा है उसका नाम है आधुनिक बुद्धा रखे रहो. Say for example, a topic is related to the problems you see in country today and what are the solutions. Something like this. I'm not saying exactly word to word ye hoga, but suppose there is a thing, there's an essay that challenges and opportunities, or every challenge should be seen as an opportunity. Challenges are opportunities. उस तरह से कोई अगर ऐसे है और मुझे स्पिनोयान के अप्रोच से वो ऐसे लिखना है, तो I have first of all thought of a rough story in my mind, and then I'm going to fit in, or I'm going to pitch in the essay ka base topic. For example, the few lines which I have thought in my mind, I jotted down and I write, a child named Adhunik Buddha. So I have played with the Adhunik and Buddha term. Adhunik means modern. So Adhunik is a beautiful name. It can be a name, and I've connected it with Buddha. So our child named Adhunik Buddha is confused about life. He wants to know that what are the real issues which are affecting people's life around him. So he decides to go out in the world and witness the real issues. Adhunik Buddha comes across a group of youth who was sitting on some kind of strike. He was confused and asked himself that why are the people so young and full of energy, wasting their time sitting there? Suddenly, he looks at a banner behind youth. It said in bold letters, quote, cursed by unemployment, unquote. It is true for our society. Unemployment rates have gone high, dot, 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 dot. The third thing which I've thought about this story is like this. Adhunik Buddha moves ahead and reaches the field of paddy. He sees a farmer and is sad to see him crying. Adhunik Buddha asks himself that everything looks fine in the field. Then why is the farmer crying? He goes to the farmer and asks very politely. The farmer tells him not just one, the list of problems. Agriculture is the backbone of a country, but dot 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 dot. तो मैंने इस तरह से एक स्टोरी का एक फ्रेमवर्क बना लिया कि मेरी जो कहानी है वो इस तरह से आगे, और ये जो डॉट 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 चीजें हैं, इसमें मैं अपने व्यूज, अपने फैक्ट्स, अपने ऐसे का जो मेन बॉडी है उसको मैं ऐड करता हूँ। यानी ऐसे का जो शॉर्ट स्टोरीज है वो एक रूपरेखा की तरह चलती रहेगी, एक बैकग्राउंड में एक स्टोरी चलती रहेगी, और मैं उस स्टोरी के माध्यम से अपनी बातें रखूंगा. So this is how what we are doing. And when I use the term आधुनिक विधा, it definitely clicks an interesting, अब examiner के दिमाग में क्लिक करता है कि उसको तुरंत समझ में आ जाएगा कि ये बुद्धा की स्टोरी प्रेजेंट के लाइफ में ये दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहा है. ठीक है? So this is how you can form any other story like that and you can weave around it. The best practice is that आप अपने मन से एग्जाम से पहले ही 4-5 स्टोरीज ऐसे से कर ले, सोच ले, और उसको फिट करने की कोशिश करें ऐसे के टॉपिक के साथ. एक तो मैंने ये दिया, 2-3 स्टोरीज आप और अपने से बना के लिख सकते हैं. एक जनरल, मैं जैसे अभी आपको कुछ टॉपिक्स दूंगा और उस पर मैं आपसे कहूंगा कि आप कुछ स्टोरी फॉर्म के अभी करके आप लिखो. ठीक है? बट बिफोर दैट लेट अस think more about it. So one part is the Spinayan topic, but the second part of this Spinayan is called the Frecos approach. So it is a Spinayan plus Frecos. Now we'll continue with the game of Spinayan, but I want you to just pay attention to this. जब मैं यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ डॉट 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 डॉट, तो उन चीजों को भरने के लिए आप क्या यूज कर सकते हैं. So I have given you some examples here through the technique of Frecos. You can write facts, you can write reasons, you can write examples, you can write quotations, you can write opinions, you can write experiences, personal experiences. ना लिखो तो ज़्यादा अच्छा है. You can avoid this because already your story is a kind of experience, so you can avoid that. And then statistics. तो ये जो डॉट डॉट वाली जगह है ये Frecos द्वारा भरी जाएंगी. Okay, so how to use Frecos technique? Suppose, look at this, the first paragraph. Adhunik Buddha moves ahead and reaches the field of paddy. He sees a farmer and is sad to see him crying. Adhunik Buddha asks himself, everything looks fine in the field. Then why is the farmer crying? He goes to the farmer and asks this politely. The farmers tell him not just one, but a list of problems. Agriculture is the backbone of our country. Dot, dot, dot. Now, अब ये जो पार्ट है कि एग्रीकल्चर से रिलेटेड में क्या क्या चीजें इसमें लिखो, तो ये चीज कैसे, अब आप जब जीएस पढ़ते हैं या ऑब्वियसली एग्रीकल्चर पे आप कुछ ना कुछ तो तैयार करके जाओगे, है ना, तो उसमें कुछ रॉ मटेरियल, कुछ जिसको कहते हैं फॉर्डर ऑफ योर एसे, यानी कुछ इधर उधर के पॉइंट्स आपके दिमाग में हमेशा रहेंगे बिकॉज यू हैव प्रिपेयर्ड एग्रीकल्चर पे, और यू हैव सीन एनी न्यूज, और यू हैव फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स और रिपोर्ट्स, तो ये पॉइंट्स आपको यहाँ भर. Now look, for example, there are various things about agriculture. For example, अगर मैं reasons की बात करूं, तो what is the problem with the agricultural thing? तो इसमें जैसे reasons हैं, poor policy and planning, absence of direct measure to promote welfare, declining every size of farm holding, dependence on rainfall and climate, collapsing farm prices, collapsing lack of easy credit to agriculture, fragmentation of supply chain, lack of mechanism, shortage of inputs, the APMC Act problems, profiteering of middlemen. Okay, so these are certain reasons which will always come in your mind. Then there will be the impact of the crisis on agriculture or the farming community. The above factors have resulted in the low income of farmers, incidence of poverty is there. Interest in farming and farm investments will be declining. The country will also witness a sharp increase in the number of farmer suicides. This can cause an adverse effect on future of food security. Then there are certain solutions which will be there in your mind. So development initiatives include infrastructure, technological interventions, farmer-friendly policies, all these things. Technology can reduce yield gaps. the water use efficiency, double farmers income. So double farmers income, there will be various parameters. Improvement in the allied sectors, so agriculture से related sectors हैं. You can talk about certain government schemes, cooperative farming, shift of rice and wheat centering policies to millet, pulses, fruits, vegetable, livestock, and fishes. Then the creation of competitive, stable, and unified national market. All these things are there. Now, आपको ये सारे points जैसे कि तैसे नहीं लिखते रहे वहां पे. This is what is your blueprint. ये आप कहीं साइड में या रफ में आप ब्लूप्रिंट में लिखेंगे कि मेरे को इतने इतने पॉइंट्स आते हैं, मुझे इस पे रीजंस भी आते हैं, यानी मैंने फ्रेस्कोस वाला अप्रोच थोड़ा बहुत अप्लाई किया है. रीजंस भी आते हैं, इम्पैक्ट भी आता है, सोल्यूशन भी आता है. अब इसमें से जो आपको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स लगे और जो आप लिख सकते हैं वो आप लिखें. रिमेंबर, कोई भी टॉपिक होगा तो इसमें केवल चैलेंजेस नहीं लिखना है, आपको सोल्यूशन भी देना है. अब कैसे आधुनिक बुद्धा उस पे सोल्यूशन बनाएगा, वो इस तरह से बताएगा कि वो फार्मर को समझाएगा कि यार these are the things and these are the solutions. And then there will be a reply of the farmer. He'll become positive and he will stand up and he will say that, he will thank you and he will move ahead. There will be a smile on his face, knowing that there are certain solutions which are ready in their hand, in his hand. So इस तरह से you can take the story forward. So not only the challenges, but Adhunik Buddha will tell you the solution also. Now, examiner is not expecting कि आप सारे challenges लिखो और सारे solutions लिखो और सारे impacts. Whatever is fitting in that much word space और जो आप impressingly लिख सकते हैं. Examiner is not going to deduct mark. अरे ये तो लिखा ही नहीं, अरे ये तो लिखा ही नहीं. It's your essay, बाबा. आपको जिस तरह से लिखना है, जिस तरह से कन्विंसिंगली लिखना है, आप वैसे लिखिए. ठीक है. So the question is, can we weave some of these points to weave our story, especially the paragraph of agriculture? Okay, so this is how I've given you one example. Now, for example, if I say, now you have to write, okay, you must be having a pen and a paper in your hand, and I'm sure you must be having, or you can type here. Now, I'm going to give you one theme, and you are going to just think about a small story, and you have to write the main theme of the story. For example, if I go in my earlier slide, this was my main theme of the story, main storyline. This was my main storyline. बाकी सारी चीजें तो on the demand of the essay मैंने include किया. This was on the demand of the essay. So not this. This part. कि a child named Adhunik Buddha is confused about life. He wants to know that what are the real issues that are affecting people around him. So he decides to go out. So this is the main outline of the story or main thrust of the story. ठीक है. आपको मैं एक थीम दे रहा हूं और आपको ऐसा ही कोई इनोवेटिव स्टोरी देना है. अब ये कैसे सोच सकते हैं? मान लो कोई रिसेंट मूवी देखी हो, मान लो कोई आपकी पर्सनल लाइफ की एक्सपीरियंस है, उस पे बेस आपको कुछ लिखना है. ठीक है, तो वो आपको ध्यान में रखें. ठीक है, तो मैं आपको एक थीम दे रहा हूं. आर यू ओके विद दिस? विल यू बी एबल टू डू इट? से यस और नो. विल यू बी एबल टू डू इट और नॉट? ओके, ट्राई करो ये अप्रोच, बहुत मजा आएगा. थोड़ा दिमाग खोलना पड़ेगा ऐसे राइटिंग में. ठीक है, जीएस में तो सारे फैक्ट्स फिगर्स लिखने की अपॉर्चुनिटी रहती है, बट यहाँ पे नहीं रहती. So let me give you one topic and I'll give you some time and you can write that. Just write 4-5 lines. And the topic which I'm giving you is all that glitters is not gold. all that glitters is not gold. हर चमकने वाली वस्तु सोना नहीं. This is a very simple topic. Since this is the first time you'll be writing, so I'm giving you this, but I guarantee you this topic is not going to come. It's so common. Okay, but I want you to think a small story about it. मतलब इंट्रोडक्टरी स्टोरी. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू आस्क यू कि इस कहानी के बाद क्या होगा, वो आपकी कहानी है, बट एक इंट्रोडक्शन जो मेजर है ना, जो जिसको कहेंगे आगाज करने वाली जो लाइन होगी, स्टोरी की जो थीम होगी, वो आप लिखने की कोशिश करें. इसके लिए मैं आपको, बिकॉज दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम you'll be thinking about it, I'll give you 5 to 7 minutes about it, and we are going to come back. Try to write about it. Try to write about it. And if you're not able to write about it, write something about it. Even then, mention after 7 minutes that I was not able to think. Okay. So just think you have 7 minutes. दिमाग में जोर डालो, कोशिश करो कि ये आपका फाइनल एग्जाम है और आपको चुनिंदा लाइनें इस पे कहानी के तौर पे लिखनी है. And then we are going to discuss.
सर
Yes.
अगर इंग्लिश में तो आए तो हिंदी में लिख दूं.
जो हिंदी हिंदी मीडियम में अपेयर होना है, हाँ,
हिंदी ना सर.
तो इंग्लिश में लिखो. क्यों हिंदी में लिखोगे भाई? इतनी माशाल्लाह
ऐसे
अंग्रेजी आती है. अच्छा ठीक है, ठीक है, तुमको जिसमें कन्वीनियंट हो वो लिखो, वो सोचो. ठीक है, बट शेयर करना है सबके साथ.
ओके सर. बोल भाई. ओके.
Now I'll be back after 7 minutes. तब तक आप लिखिए, ठीक है? Nobody is going to disturb you for 7 minutes. Everybody is going to write. हाँ जी, क्या हाल चाल है? कहाँ तक पहुंचे? डन? Those who are done, please raise your hands. काश क्लासरूम होती, कितना मजा आता ना, बैठ के कहानियां बना रहे होते, है ना। यूपीएससी वाले वैसे भी कहानी मत बनाते, कहानी बनाने में कितना मजा आता ना। मेरी तो जब क्लासेस होती थी क्लासरूम में, तो 3-4 क्लासेस का सेशन होता था, वो 5 क्लासेस हो जाती। और डायरेक्टर, कोचिंग के डायरेक्टर बहुत परेशान हो जाते थे कि यार 5 क्लासेस ऐसे कहीं दे दोगे तो बाकी कब पढ़ाओगे। बट काफी इनोवेटिव हो जाता था और उससे काफी दरवाजे खुल जाते थे। फिर बच्चे जब ऐसे फाइनली एग्जाम में लिखते हैं तो उनको वो अपनी ही स्टोरी फिर मोल्ड कर लेते हैं टॉपिक के हिसाब से। दैट इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस एक्सरसाइज। ठीक है। Okay, so let me see how many of you have done. Aman, you have done. Nandini has done. So I'll just, Nandini has done. Rishabh has done. Good. We are waiting for Romi. Romi, I'm waiting for you. And I think somebody has written also. Preeti has already written in the chat box, which is nice. Uh, Preeti has written. Ellie has written. Disha has written. Ayushi has also written. Preeti has also written. Kaun? Ankit, have you written?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who else we are waiting for? I'll give you one more minute. Those who are still writing, just tell me that you're still writing and you need some more time. Let us see what others have written ना, थोड़ा सा हम सब आइडिया मिल जाएगा कि और लोग क्या लिख रहे हैं. So that will help us.
फोटो भेजनी है क्या?
So if everybody allows, we can start with Ankit only, huh? Okay, Romi is writing, so let's wait for Romi. Romi, just give you 1-2 minutes more, and then you can. Or meanwhile, while I discussing others, you can write. See, this is the first time you're doing this, so इसलिए थोड़ा time लग रहा है. Otherwise, 4-5 ऐसे लिखोगे तो खुद ही stories बनने लगेंगी दिमाग में. And I think we should start with Ankit. Okay. और जो लोग बोल सकते हैं क्लास में माइक ऑन करके वो बोल लें, ठीक है? For the convenience of everybody. Ankit, you can start.
खुद बोलना तो कुछ नहीं आएगा। पढ़ के बोल दे।
Two friends decided to go and fetch
ठीक है, बोल रहा, सही बोल रहा।
Ankit, I can understand, beta. You can speak. You speak what you are speaking. I can understand. Yeah.
Two friends decided to go
And आराम से, कोई बात नहीं, आराम से बोल।
आराम से बोलो अंकित, कोई जल्दी नहीं है, धीरे धीरे बोलो, बहुत टाइम है मेरे पास अभी, बोलो।
and wait for the valuable thing that they can sell in high price. One of the um so beautiful and shiny ink stone. He picked up the and came back and as
सेकंड ब्रांड।
I can bring up some wood. First boy started developing active
One day. One day.
uh,
Yeah. One day they one day.
One day, huh? Then
they go to like it. The stone remain unfurled as there was nothing special in the stone. Other friends both very high price of the wood as the wood was chosen.
As the wood was Chandan.
Yes, customer.
good, very good. Acha, Ankit, if you've written it, can you also click a picture or something and send me on WhatsApp?
Okay, sir.
Okay, send me this for my own record. All right, for my own record, which is very nice. So, did you find this exercise interesting? Were you interested in writing it, Ankit?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, good.
It must be a little difficult in the beginning, but देखो अब creative जो चक्षु हैं वो खुल गए हैं। ठीक है, अब हर चीज में घर में भी जो हो रहा है उस पर कहानी सोचो। ठीक है, थोड़े क्रिएटिव हो और बहुत अच्छा लिखा है तुमने। ठीक है, दिस इज अ गुड स्टार्टिंग।
Thank you, sir.
नाउ अब जो भी हो रहा है ना घर में, मम्मी भाई बहन सब में एक कहानी, सबकी लाइफ एक कहानी है आपके लिए। ये सोचना कि यही कहानी मुझे ऐसे में फिट करनी है, तो और तुम कहानीकार बन जाओगे। यूपीएससी तुम लोग क्लियर करो या ना करो, फिल्म या सीरियल की स्टोरीज बढ़िया लिख लोगे इससे। ठीक है, okay, so I will now, is there any other student who want to read by themselves? Otherwise I'll start reading what others have written. So you just heard what Ankit had to write, and the topic was all that glitters is not gold. So I'll if anybody wants to read for the class.
I may read, sir.
Who is this?
Aman.
Okay, Aman, please start.
So, Akash, a 9-year-old boy, is facing a confusion today. He likes to play outdoor sports such as football and cricket, but his friends that earlier used to play football are now engaged with digital devices such as video games to play with, and they keep teasing Akash of not having one. Akash asked his mother about his confusion of whether he needs to switch to video games now. Mother replied in a gentle voice that you should not follow the crowd. It looks fascinating to play video games and people get attracted easily, but it is not beneficial in a long term, which resembles to all that we say that all that glitters is not gold.
Good. Now I must ask you, Aman, that where did you get your this how did you get this thought in your mind that you have to take up this issue? Is there any experience?
No, sir, it is random.
It is random. Okay, but do
Yes.
you play these games, video games and all these things?
Yes, I do.
So that thing which is there in your subconscious mind has, है ना, somewhere helped you. You must have not thought कि हाँ इस वजह से, but there is something in subconscious mind which is helping you.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? Which is very good starting. Anybody else wants to speak? Those who have the mic. Preeti, Romi, or yes. Who is this?
Preeti.
Preeti. Bolo.
Okay, sir. So, one fine day, I went out to market. A young girl crossed path with me. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, Vishal. Please continue.
A young girl crossed path with me when I was buying vegetables. She was fighting with the vegetable seller. I was shocked as she looks well educated, but still her behavior was so doubtful. I interrupted in between and said to her, please cool down. She stopped, and then, after a moment of realization, she realized she was overacting. Then I talked to her. We had a few Then she told that she's an educated girl, 17 years. She wants to follow her dream, but her family is pressurizing to get married. And because of this, she flew from home to pursue her dreams. So, as she belongs to well-educated family, but still her family was denying her the right to education. We are in 21st century, but still this is also the black and harsh of our Indian society. She was tensed about this, and that's why she was fighting, and this was out of frustration.
Hmm. Okay. So she picks up the women issue, Preeti, right? She picks up the women issue to highlight the one part or highlight her topic for the essay. Whereas Aman talked about video games. All right. And the technological aspect, the rich technological aspect, which people go on following. All right. Anybody else want to speak up? Otherwise, I'll just read some people's stories. And I want you to hear this because now after this, we are going to discuss that where is something missing and where is there things are there. All right. So if nobody is reading, this guy, what is his name? Rishabh, why don't you read your part? Rishabh is there? Okay, so I'll just read a few things. First of all, I start with Preeti has already mentioned. Aman has also mentioned his. Now I'm going to read Ellie Konyak, and Ellie writes, Arun was Arun was from poor family but have a caring and happy family. He was envious of his friend Vijay, who belonged to a wealthy family. Little did Arun know how jealous Vijay was around and his family. Okay. Uh, then waiting for Ellie's. I think the second part hasn't reached me, Ellie. Maybe the story needs a little bit more input. Okay. Then I'll read Disha's part. Disha Devgan. There lived a rich man and his family. They had everything one could want in life, but still there, uh, but still, their family appeared fragmented. Neighbors could frequently hear the couple fighting, and the kids couldn't coexist with parents. Even after possessing so much, they weren't at peace. Okay, so Disha takes up the case of a family. Good. Then Preeti, I've already mentioned. Mahima. Outwardly, appearances are sometimes deceptive. Please note how she starts. Outwardly, appearances are sometimes deceptive. So, all that glitters is not gold. It is not correct to make judgment about something just by looking at its beauty. As we see that white swan birds attract everyone through their beauty and elegance, but we cannot say that they are as valuable as the look as they look, as valuable as they look. On the other hand, the cuckoo bird looks quite ugly, but it has most melodious voice in the world. So physical appearances are not justifiable to judge someone. So this is what Mahima takes up. Mahima takes up a real life example instead of a story. Okay. Then we come to Mayank. Let us hear what Mayank has said. Long time ago, there was a mystery of a golden woman. Please hear the story. It sounds interesting. Everybody. Long time ago, there was a mystery of a gold woman. It was a mystery because no one has ever saw that woman, but everyone had heard about her as long as they can remember. So there were rumors for her being of gold. So one day, people gathered and begin the quest to know the truth. And after an amazing, dangerous journey, they found her. And the moment they saw her, they were stunned, not because she was of gold, but she wasn't. The glow was from her eyes, her aura, her attitude she was wearing. Okay, so what Mayank has done is actually taken a real, a very innovative story. Okay. So he continues by saying, so this shows that all glittering things are not gold. This might be superfluous, but okay, it's not superfluous. It's a good example. Riddhi writes, youngs to youth still find tough to understand what's wrong with the ministers and where their promises disappear after fetching lack of votes. Though Rashi Sharma, one among the lakhs who are going to vote this year, is still confused and choosing about the opponents before few days of elections. Undoubtedly, she knew all that glitters is not gold. But keeping the parameters of development in view, she had many questions in her mind. What about an employment issue, poverty condition? Of course, there were many parties discussing and lecturing about all the issue which Rashi had in mind. That but will they really work on solving these issues? So Rashi takes up example of election and issues. Romy talks something like this. There was a girl who felt sad all the time by comparing herself with their friends by seeing their pics on social media. One day, she suddenly reached one of her friend's house and seeing her real condition and feel that the best thing is truth, and truth is not fancy. It is very simple. All that glitters is not gold. So Romy has written short story, but directly connectable. Okay. ओके तो नाउ आई थिंक जिन्होंने लिखने की प्रयास किया वो ऑलरेडी मेरे सामने आ गए हैं. Now there are certain things which I have noted in all of your essays, if you allow me, in your all of your story की जो भूमिका है उसमें. So if you allow me, I am going to remark on it. By the way, I really want to ask all of you, and I will be glad you answer me this very honestly. Apart from your story, which is the other story, which student's other story did you really feel very connected to? As in you felt कि हाँ ये एकदम क्रक्स पे बात कही है और शॉर्ट है, ब्यूटीफुल है और उसमें जो कहना चाहिए था वो क्लियर है ऐसे के साथ. कोई ऐसी आपको स्टोरी ऐसी लगी? फॉर एग्जाम्पल अमन की वीडियो गेम्स वाली थी, प्रीति ने एक गर्ल की स्टोरी बताई जिसको वुमेन इशू से रिलेटेड था, दिशा ने एक फैमिली के बारे में डिस्कस किया, महिमा ने रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल इंस्टेड ऑफ अ स्टोरी वो चीज ली, मयंक जिसमें महिमा ने टॉक्ड अबाउट द बर्ड एंड सो ऑन, मयंक ने he took up an innovative story, then Rashi took up an example of election and issues, Romi came up with a short story where, if I'm not wrong, uh, where she was talking about the friend and the social media and all these things. So, and she goes to the house. So, whose story did you like? Okay, there's one more story, Ayushi Tagi. I'm going to read that. Once on a hot sunny day, there was old lady sitting thirsty on a footpath. There was passing well-groomed and well-behaved man. So the old lady asked her for the water, but the way the man yelled at the old lady, that was really shocking for her lady. But there was a beggar who was watching all this throughout, and beggar who was watching all this bought a bottle and gave that to the lady. By the scene, that lady was able to judge that all that glitters is not gold. So Ayushi talked about the beggar and the rich man or the well-groomed men conversation, this comparison wala story. So this is what you people have written, you people have imagined and you have written. This is something very good which you all have done. But there are certain things which I want to point out. Like for example, I think तो किसकी स्टोरी आप लोगों को पसंद आई? Other than your own story, everybody's story is good. But which of the story was really very striking? कि हाँ, ये जो है major crux है और बात कन्वे कर रही है. अंकित?
एकदम फैमिली वाली
Okay, okay.
और एक की स्टोरी भी अच्छी थी।
अच्छा, ठीक है. तो मेरे कहने का यहाँ मतलब ये है कि सबका जो चॉइस है वो डिफरेंट हो सकता है, किसको किसकी स्टोरी पसंद आ रही है ना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल देर आर स्टूडेंट्स लाइक अमन स्टोरी, दिशा स्टोरी, महिमा स्टोरी. देर आर स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव लाइक मयंक स्टोरी. आई हैव लाइक almost every story as a teacher, but because this is your first time, so you have that. Now there are certain things which you should keep in mind. एक तो इंट्रोडक्शन होता है कि आप एक छोटी स्टोरी से इंट्रोड्यूस करके और आप फिर ऐसे जनरल लिखें. तो मोस्ट ऑफ यू हैव टेकन अप दिस अप्रोच कि आपने एक जनरल स्टोरी लिखी और वहां पे आपने वो छोड़ दिया. नाउ व्हाट अपीयर्स इज दैट आप बॉडी में यू विल जस्ट write general points paragraph after paragraph. Maybe you will pick up the epistle approach and do the next paragraph. So most of your stories seem like that. You introduction tak seemit hai. So you're not going to weave it throughout the essay, which is fine. I do not have any problem with that. It's your essay. How impressive you can be, it's up to you. So you can have an introduction as a story and then you can write the epistle approach. But what I was expecting कि कोई कुछ एक ऐसा स्टोरी हो जिसमें एक आगे एक कनेक्टिविटी रहे, कि वो एक स्टोरी आगे बढ़े, कुछ ऐसा रहे उस स्टोरी में. So for example, the story which was Rashi's story, for example, where she took up the example of an election and the issues. Now she's leaving a question in the end of her story, where she's saying, "What about our issues?" And then she's talking about the employment and all that. So maybe she's going to leave that story and talk about these issues in the upcoming paragraph. So there is what Riddhi. It's Riddhi, not Rashi. So Riddhi's essay, that is where I felt that, honestly, I felt that, she could have taken some other example than elections. But I really like that thing that she's left with the questions, and maybe she's going to weave those questions in there in the essay later. Now, but most of your stories, I felt that are going to be limited to the introduction. But I really liked one thing, that all of you have taken different examples. Now, if I talk about Mahima's story, where she talked about two birds. Now, Mahima, it was a very fascinating example. Lekin, can you do something about the story? I'll just give you one example. Why can't you show a conversation between the two birds? And then, maybe you can take up two other things in another paragraph, two another things in another paragraph. Say for you can start with birds and you can go up with something else, then something else. And in this way, you can compare, say, two sportsmen, you can compare two political personalities, you can compare rich and the poor or some ethical person. So is there comparisons you can show in every paragraph to prove your point. So I like that concept of the birds, but do not leave the bird to the nest of the introduction. Let them fly throughout the essay. Now, how are you going to do it? I don't know. It's your essay, you have to try. Maybe one-to-one when we do conversation, I can suggest you how to do it. But it's a good thing that you pick it up. But then another thing is Mayank. Mayank, the story was very innovative. To remind the class, Mayank talked about Mayank. Sorry, I'm just missing him here. Mayank, Mayank, can you just mention what did you talk about? Okay, Mayank talked about, yeah, she talked about the golden woman wala cheez, and then when people see her in reality, she's different. So what I was just thinking, that the story is very innovative and very striking, Turan striking. But I was just thinking ki this story is how are you going to weave it in the essay? Okay, it's very good to do the introduction part of the story, and then you can go on with the epistle approach, which is fine, which is very good. But in this approach also, you can think about how do you maybe in a yarn approach कैसे कर सकते हैं. So otherwise this story was very striking. Most of the people really liked it. Uh, so and then Romi's story was the good thing about Romi's story, which I don't know whether you people have noticed or not, was a short story. आपने कई लोगों ने बहुत लंबा चौड़ा एक्सप्लेन कर दिया. Try to make it as small as possible. This will come with practice. Romi's stories were short. ठीक है? And I felt that it is directly connecting to the topic. But again, how would he weave it or she weave it? Same thing I would say with Ayush. Ayushi's story was also very direct, very understandable, and it is a very reasonable, very realistic way, because you see it in the streets. For example, I remember yesterday I was having a cup of tea nearby my house, and there was some roadside children who came asking for something. कि मुझे भी खिला दो and all. So there's a group of very elite men standing there. इन्होंने भगा दिया. But then there was this rickshaw puller who said the chai wala that give that child a samosa or something. And everybody in the surrounding was surprised. I mean, they were like ashamed to see. And then the same person came to me, and she one of the friends of that roadside children, she came to me and she asked me. I was in a confused situation कि अगर मैं भी ऐसे खिलाऊं तो I would be copying the rickshaw wala or not or something. तो मैंने कहा छोड़ो यार, खिला देते हैं. मतलब इतना तो था ही कि 10 रुपए का कुछ खिला दें. So I followed the rickshaw puller, isn't it? I really like his approach of instead of giving money, just give them some food. So this is a good example, but again, the thing is that how would you connect it? Or maybe you can just leave it to the introduction and go with the Hairstyle approach. Disha took up the, again, very good example of what we see in day-to-day life, the family and the neighbors and all these things. I'm sure this comes from personal experience because that is what we see around us, isn't it? But Disha's story actually spoke to something very important, which I wanted to tell you. And which is there in almost everybody's story, except I think one or two stories, is that if you want to be a little innovative now, try to introduce or name the character. Just name it randomly. It just brings, a personal touch le aata hai story. Name the character. Okay, just name the character and see, it will really, एक real connection हो जाएगा उस character से. Character का नाम क्यों important है? For example, Piku. Piku is the film, isn't it? उसमें the character becomes so iconic. Piku. Even today you get connected to Piku, isn't it? Deepika Padukone is seen as Piku, isn't it? So you just get connected to the person because of the kind of name that sticks to your brain. And throughout of someone जो वो Piku बार-बार story में आ रही है, तो आपको और मजा आएगा वो इसे पढ़ने में. So try to bring that. अगर creative हो रहा है तो why not just name that character and let that character rule in the essay. Okay, and let that character be very positive. Let that character have not only recognize the challenges but also solutions. So yes, ये जो है ना, फिर आपको जिंदगी भर याद रहेगा कि आपने यूपीएससी में जब सिलेक्शन आपका हुआ तो आपने एक ऐसे लिखा था जिसमें यू मेड अ पीकू. फिर में भी हो सकता है आपके बच्चे हो तो आप उनका नाम भी पीकू रखते हैं. You never know. Okay, so that is what I felt about Disha's issue. Preeti has taken up a very genuine example. For example, why I'm saying this, that for a UPSC aspirant, if you take up an example where it is really very important issue, so she talks about the girl story, the women issue. But again, I think the story became a little longer, and I think that story can be broken in parts. Okay, Preeti, and it can be weaved in the story. See, for example, you have talked about the problems that girl is having in her life. अरे यार, उसकी जिंदगी को नर्क बना दो, इतनी प्रॉब्लम्स डाल दो ना, और पूरी ऐसे में उस प्रॉब्लम्स को लेके चलो, और उसके बाद तुम सॉल्यूशन. ठीक है, तो उस तरह से गर्ल की स्टोरी जो है वो थ्रू आउट ऐसे आप ले सकते हैं. So that is what you can do. Now left is Aman. Aman talked about the video game and technological aspect. So Aman talked about, again, the story is limited to the introduction, but very much connected. very realistic story, a very connectable story. Okay, and the good thing is, I think he named the child also or something. He introduced the character. So, well, Aman, that child can have more problems in life. Okay, so just weave it in the story, or maybe you can take smaller stories in each paragraph. You can do this also, students. But instead of writing one particular story throughout the essay, you can take small stories in every paragraph. Okay, just 3 lines, 4 line stories, and just keep on weaving it. Okay, so this you can do. Now, I'm sure that you'll be able to come up with more interesting things and interesting themes. सबकी जिंदगी जो आपके अराउंड जो लोग हैं ना, उनको कहानी की तरह देखने लो, बस और कुछ नहीं करना है. बहुत क्रिएटिव हो जाओगे, बहुत इनोवेटिव हो जाओगे. ठीक है? So if you people understood what I'm saying, did you people understand my remarks? It was not just for one particular student. I think you people are going to, you can understand from others things also and you can apply. ठीक है? So अगर एक story पूरी रीड नहीं हो रही है ना, डरने का नहीं. You can write one introduction as a story and then you can apply Hepestal. But I'll tell you that story should come back in conclusion. When we will see na conclusion, I will come to that. Okay. So एक तो वो चीज है, वो चीज ध्यान में रखना. या आप एक स्टोरी 3 लाइन 4 लाइन की स्टोरी इंट्रोडक्शन में कर सकते हो. यू कैन चेंज द स्टोरी फॉर द बॉडीज. बॉडी की हर पैराग्राफ में जो थीम आप उठा रहे हो, उसके 3-3 लाइन की स्टोरीज लिख सकते हो. थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, बट अगर आप इस अप्रोच से 4-5 एसेस लिख लेंगे ना रफ में, तो आप जो भी टॉपिक होगा उस पर ऐसे घुमा लो. ठीक है? जैसे मैंने कहा, सबकी जिंदगी स्टोरी के फॉर्म में. ठीक है? जैसे मैं आपको एक होमवर्क देता हूँ, मैं बहुत सरल होमवर्क देता हूँ. मुझे आप जानते हो, आई एम अ टीचर. ओके, आप मेरी जिंदगी से थोड़े वाकिफ भी हो गए होगे. तो आप मुझे एक कैरेक्टर बना के एक इंट्रोडक्शन लिख के दिखाओ, जस्ट रैंडम, एंड नाउ यू ट्राई टू फिट इट और मे बी योर ओन पेरेंट्स लाइफ और योर कजन्स लाइफ और योर फ्रेंड्स लाइफ, योर ओन लाइफ. उसका कोई भी एपिसोड लिख के 3 लाइन लिखो, बस 3 लाइन लिखो, नॉट मोर देन दैट. इससे ज्यादा लिखना ही नहीं, 3 या 4. एंड देन यू सी, और रोज एक कैरेक्टर सोचो और उस पर लिखो. पॉवर्टी पे सोचना है, टॉक अबाउट समबडी. ओके, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट पे सोचना है, टॉक अबाउट समबडी यू नो मे बी. ठीक है, यूथ पे लिखना है, टॉक अबाउट योरसेल्फ. ऑलराइट, सो यू कैन टॉक अबाउट ऑल दिस. कोरोना काल पे लिखना है, टेक्नोलॉजी का फायदा नुकसान पे लिखना है, टॉक अबाउट अस. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल व्हाट यू कैन थिंक अ स्टोरी ऑन. So you can also WhatsApp me later if how were you comfortable in this approach or not. So now look at this question. Now just come outside the frame of stories now. Okay. Now I'm going to take up this question of this very question of how your answer doesn't have flow and how you're going to use flow in your answer, which is called how you connect paragraphs. Now I'm going to tell you some techniques of connecting paragraph, and I'm sure you'll find it very useful. So this connecting paragraph is called, or I may say, how the transition smoothly from one paragraph to another. यानी एक पैराग्राफ में समझ लो एक बात कही जा रही है, तो दूसरे पैराग्राफ जब हम शुरू करें तो कैसे हम दोनों लाइन को कनेक्ट करें. अब जैसे कि आप ये देखिए, पहला तरीका जो है थ्रू अ लिंक सेंटेंस. ठीक है, थ्रू अ लिंक सेंटेंस. So here at the end of the para, you write sentence that signals to what's coming next. For example, if there is an essay, impact of technology. Everybody is there with me? Please raise your hand. तुम लोग अभी सुन रहे हो, सब दिख रहा है, सब समझ में आ रहा है. ठीक है, okay. Suppose I have to write an essay on impacts of technology. Let's say you have just written a para about the threat posed by the technology on economy. समझ लो तुमने अभी बस ये लिखा है कि इकोनॉमी पे क्या थ्रेट्स हैं. ठीक है, तो at the end of that para you can write a link sentence. What will be the link sentence? Further, we must be mindful of the fact that technology poses a major challenge, not just economically, but also ethically. Now, जब आप ये पैराग्राफ यानी आप जो टेक्नोलॉजी वाला पैराग्राफ है वो आप एंड कर रहे हो और अब आप एथिकल डायमेंशन पे आ रहे हो, व्हेन यू आर कमिंग टू एथिकल डायमेंशन, you are writing that ethical का just hint in the paragraph before, यानी जो नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ है वो एथिकल पे लिखना है। लेकिन आपने टेक्नोलॉजी वाले पैराग्राफ की लास्ट टाइम में लिख दिया कि भाई केवल टेक्नोलॉजी पे इम्पैक्ट नहीं है, एथिकल इम्पैक्ट। ठीक है, अब ये कैसे समझ में आएगा कि टेक्नोलॉजी पर एथिकल लिखना है? क्योंकि ब्लूप्रिंट आपने बना रखा है ना, उसमें आपने टेक्निकल पॉइंट लिखा है, एथिकल लिखा है, से फॉर हेपेस्टल अप्रोच। तो आपने पॉलिटिकल लिखा है, लीगल लिखा है, एनवायरमेंटल लिखा है। अब आपने लीगल लिख लिया, अब आपको एनवायरमेंट की बात करनी है, तो आप कुछ ऐसी लाइन लिखो जिसमें आपने ये लिख दिया कि भाई नॉट ओनली लीगल बट ऑल्सो एनवायरमेंटल एस्पेक्ट इज इंपॉर्टेंट। अब नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ में आप चालू कर लीजिए एनवायरमेंट से रिलेटेड स्टोरी या जनरल एनवायरमेंट पे चीजें। ठीक है, अब एनवायरमेंट के बाद अब सोशल डायमेंशन लिखना है, तो आप लाइन को चेंज कर दीजिए और आप वहां पे लिख दीजिए सोशल, और उसके बाद आप नेक्स्ट कहानी सोशल पे लिख दीजिए। यानी इंस्टेड ऑफ राइटिंग सब हेडिंग्स, अब सब हेडिंग्स मत लिखिए, इंस्टेड ऑफ राइटिंग सब हेडिंग्स यू आर in the essay only, in the last lines of a paragraph only, you are introducing the next concept. This is called that you're smoothly transiting what you want to say. This is called that your thought process is in connection. Okay, so this is what you are going to think. So, and the next paragraph, you can talk about the ethical issues concerning technology, or for example, artificial intelligence, whatever is the topic. Then there is another approach through a question. Instead of a link sentence, you can also add a question at the end of a paragraph, so that examiner's attention is helplessly carried to the next. ठीक है, तो जैसे कि एक स्टोरी थी जिसमें आई थिंक रिद्धि वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट द इलेक्शंस एंड देन शी पोस्ट सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस इन देयर, so you know the questions are very striking, तुरंत स्ट्राइक करें। अब जैसे कि ये instead of a link sentence समझ गए आप, instead of a link sentence you can add a question at the end of a paragraph so that examiner's attention is helplessly. For example, अगर हम पुराना एग्जांपल लें, to take the similar example as above, the question can be something like, thus we have examined the threat posed by technology to our economy, क्योंकि उस पैराग्राफ में हम इकोनॉमी की बात कर रहे थे। But what about the challenges brought by technology to our ethics and morals? Okay, तो आप ये क्वेश्चन पोज कर दे कि भाई टेक्नोलॉजी की हम बात कर रहे थे, but what about ethics and morality? अब इसका जो आंसर है वो नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ में होगा। अब उस पैराग्राफ में आप स्टोरी से स्टार्ट कर दो, या आप सिंपल स्टार्ट कर दो, जैसे भी आपको स्टार्ट करना है, पोएम से स्टार्ट कर दो, किसी से भी स्टार्ट। मेजर थिंग इज कि आपने जो नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ में लिखना है, that you have introduced in your previous paragraph. This is the beauty. Now you know in your other essay classes they will only tell you कि हाँ ये essay आता है, इसमें ये चीजें लिखनी है, बस खत्म। ऐसे नहीं होता। ऐसे फैक्ट्स जब तक आप मेंस लिखने जाओगे ना, आपको तमाम बहुत सारे फैक्ट्स याद आ जाएंगे। बट व्हाट अबाउट how the way of writing matters. Essay क्या मतलब होता है? Flow of thoughts. That is your essay. So इस तरह से question के form में लिख सकते हो, or you can signal the shift at the start of the next paragraph. For example, here you can simply add a word or two at the beginning of the paragraph that signals a shift to your subject. For example, if there's an essay on judicial activism in India, suppose this is an essay on judicial activism in India. Let's say you've just written a paragraph about its historical evolution and impact. So you can start the next paragraph by saying politically too. But this is a very simple thing. This is a very simple way. तो आप जैसे योजना मैगजीन पढ़ते होगे तो उसमें भी इस तरह से लिखा रहता है, हिंदू इंडियन एक्सप्रेस के आर्टिकल्स में भी ऐसे लिखता है, तो ये कनेक्टिविटी जोड़ता है। तो आप हेपेस्टल अप्रोच अगर फॉलो कर रहे हैं तो इस तरह से कर सकते हैं। तो यू कैन राइट, यू कैन स्टार्ट द नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ बाय सेइंग जस्ट लाइक दिस। सपोज जुडिशियल एक्टिविज्म के ऐसे है और उसमें you have written about the historical evolution in the first paragraph. Now second paragraph or in the end of the first paragraph you can just simply write politically too globalization had a tremendous impact or so and so. ठीक है, या यहाँ पे I mix the topic, so maybe judicial activism. This way examiner immediately knows what to expect in the next paragraph. तो आप जैसे मुझे जैसे कई बार होता है कि आपका ऐसे में चेक कर रहा हूँ या आंसर चेक कर रहा हूँ, तो इतनी सारी कॉपीज होती है, उसके बाद मेरा चेक आई जस्ट मीट द सेकंड पैराग्राफ, जस्ट थिंक कि ये पहले पैराग्राफ में क्या कहा है, तो वो पहले पैराग्राफ में जाने का मन नहीं करता, और जब मन कम होने लगता है तो आधा नंबर कम होने लगता है। ठीक है, लेकिन जब मैं ये समझ आता हूँ पॉलिटिकल बात कर रहा हूँ, हिस्टोरिकल बात कर रहा है, तो यहाँ पे मैंने सब हेडिंग्स नहीं लिखी है। सब हेडिंग्स लिखना बहुत ही पुराना स्टाइल हो गया है, वैसे मत लिखा करो, वो जीएस के पेपर और ऐसे के पेपर में अंतर होना चाहिए। ठीक है, so that you have to make a point. ठीक है, now so you've understood these 3 points कि connectivity कैसे करनी है ऐसे में, either you pose a question or you write a word hinting word that which is going to come next, or maybe you can link it through a linking sentence or something. Now there was always this question, sir, that I used to write excellent essay in schools and college, but in coachings of UPSC I don't get marks. Why so? Now please come here, this table. Now this is something very serious. This is how examiners check your copy. Now I am very like, sometimes I feel very sad when students come to me or in our coaching and they say that, you know, I don't know what are the parameters of checking the exam. Because in certain coaching institutes, either in the test series, there are so many test papers that the teacher evaluates, and I don't know who evaluates, that the parameters are not good. So maybe when I check your essays, I'll give you a list of what are the parameters on which the essays are going to be checked. So what are you going to think? How मतलब वो क्या चीज होनी चाहिए जो दिमाग में होनी चाहिए when you are writing an essay for UPSC? सबसे पहले, who are you? पहला क्वेश्चन, you are an UPSC aspirant. So most importantly, a future IAS officer. So what are those qualities? You are not writing, you are not a college student. You are not writing for a PhD thesis. You are not writing for academics. You are not writing for Hindu newspaper. You are not writing for Indian Express. You are not writing for, you know, Ravish Kumar ki NDTV ki speech or Arnab Goswami ki Republic ki speech. No. You are an UPSC aspirant and most importantly a IAS officer. तो आपके एसे में ये चीज ध्यान रखना प्लीज, ये सारी चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट होती है व्हेन यू राइट एन एसे इन यूपीएससी एग्जाम। क्या चीजें झलकनी चाहिए? essay should have qualities which an ideal IAS should have. एक IAS ऑफिसर में आइडियल क्वालिटीज क्या होनी चाहिए वो आपके ऐसे में दिखना चाहिए। You should be positive, hopeful, not complex, apolitical, compassionate. ये सारी क्वालिटीज में दिखनी चाहिए, यानी कि केवल प्रॉब्लम्स ना बताओ भाई, सॉल्यूशंस बताओ। एक उम्मीद की किरण होनी चाहिए, एक पॉजिटिविटी होनी चाहिए ऐसे में। ऐसे में पढ़ के ऐसे नहीं लगना चाहिए कि दुनिया ही उजड़ गई। हिंदू का आर्टिकल नहीं होना चाहिए कि केवल क्रिटिसिज्म ही क्रिटिसिज्म लिख रहे हैं, नहीं। ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम्स विद सॉल्यूशन। लाइफ इज अ चैलेंज, बट चैलेंज इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी, शुड बी सीन एज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी। ये चीज रिफ्लेक्ट होनी चाहिए आपके ऐसे। कई बार लोग केवल प्रॉब्लम बता के छोड़ देते हैं, सोल्यूशन पे आते ही नहीं है, या हमेशा ऐसे में कंक्लूजन में ऐसे लिखते हैं कि अरे भाई कितनी खराब दुनिया है। अरे भाई दुनिया खराब है तो आप आईएएस क्यों बनना चाह रहे हो? यू हैव टू शो दैट देयर इज सम होप, यानी देयर शुड बी होप इन योर आंसर। होप शुड बी अ पॉलिसी ऑफ योर लाइफ व्हिच शुड रिफ्लेक्ट इन एन एसे। रिमेंबर, एसे जो है आपकी पर्सनालिटी को देखता है, हाउ डायनामिक यू आर। सो then you have to ask a question that for whom you're writing, for whom you're going to write. Okay, now there is this very important question which a student is asking, sir, can we write an essay without writing problem? My answer is no. Why? Because problems to hai hi duniya mein, which I'm saying there are challenges in life. Life ka part challenge bhi hai, aur so joy and suffering both are part. For an exam or IAS officer, next IAS officer, it is important कि आप challenges को recognize करें, उनको जाने, उनको समझें, उनको recognize करें। Recognition of challenges and failures are also very important in life, especially in the system. तभी तो आप solution दे पाओगे। तो problems दिखाओ, अगर वो ऐसे की demand करें, show the problem. You should not get away from the problems. Okay, don't step behind, but be hopeful. Tell the solutions also. So you're writing, for whom are you writing? You are not writing for an academic professor or professors in college. You're not writing for professors in college. You are writing for UPSC. So your essay should be multi-dimensional. Let's say, for example, कि मैंने कई बार देखा है लोग स्टोरी का यूज करते हैं, तो या कोई एग्जाम्पल जो करते हैं तो पूरे ऐसे में केवल इकोनॉमिक एग्जाम्पल्स लिए रहते हैं, या कुछ लोग स्पोर्ट्स के इतने मतलब स्पोर्ट्स को इतना अप्रिशिएट करते हैं कि पूरे एग्जाम्पल में केवल स्पोर्ट्स के एग्जाम्पल रहते हैं। ऐसा नहीं करना, आपको मल्टी डायमेंशनल अप्रोच, इसीलिए हेपेस्टल अप्रोच की बात करते हैं। वो एक मल्टी डायमेंशनल शो करता है, दिखाता है कि आपका पर्सनालिटी जो है वो कितना मल्टी डायमेंशनल है। और दूसरी चीज, आपको गागर में सागर बनने की बात है। अभी फॉर एग्जाम्पल सम ऑफ यू रोट अ वेरी लॉन्ग स्टोरी, इतना टाइम नहीं है भाई, 1200 शब्द लिखने, 1000 शब्द लिखने, उसमें अगर आपने 500 शब्दों की स्टोरी लिख दी तो कैसे सारे पॉइंट्स लिखोगे, है ना? तो कम में ज्यादा बात करने की आदत, यही एक आईएएस ऑफिसर की आदत होनी चाहिए। कहानियां नहीं पढ़नी, प्रोफेसर नहीं बनना, ओके? कम में एक लाइन बोलो और एकदम सटक से आपके दिमाग में लोगों के दिल पे छू, ऐसी बात होनी चाहिए। ऑलराइट, सो टू द पॉइंट होना चाहिए, सोल्यूशन ओरिएंटेड होना चाहिए, केवल क्रिटिसाइज नहीं करना चाहिए, इनफैक्ट यू शुड नॉट क्रिटिसाइज। प्रो स्टेट लिखो या नेशन लिखो, गवर्नमेंट लिखो, फ्यूचरिस्टिक लिखो। इवन इफ यू आर क्रिटिसाइजिंग, इट शुड लुक लाइक अ पॉजिटिव क्रिटिसिज्म, कंस्ट्रक्टिव क्रिटिसिज्म। ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई हिंदू के आर्टिकल की तरह सब गलती कर रही है मोदी सरकार, ऐसा मत लिखो। इनफैक्ट डू नॉट नेम द गवर्नमेंट, you can write about the policies, the positive thing about policies, the morality behind the policies. Okay, pro state means कि आप जो गवर्नमेंट है या जो उसकी पॉलिसीज है, मतलब क्रिटिसाइज मत करो। हिंदू के जो आर्टिकल्स होते हैं जैसे कि बहुत क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं, तो नेगेटिव मत लिखो गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट या स्टेट के अगेंस्ट या कंट्री के अगेंस्ट। आफ्टर ऑल यू आर गोइंग टू बी पार्ट ऑफ द सिस्टम, नेशनलिस्ट शो जरूर करना है, ठीक है? तो कंस्ट्रक्टिव क्रिटिसिज्म को मतलब कहो कि हाँ, इतना करने के बाद भी हमारे देश में इतनी पॉवर्टी है, इसके क्या रीजन है और इसका क्या सोल्यूशन हो सकता है, ठीक है? इस तरह की चीजें आप लिखो, केवल चैलेंजेस पे मत छोड़ो। तो ये जो चीजें हैं, अगर आप ये सोच के आप जो है ऐसे लिखेंगे तो आप ज्यादा अच्छा लिखेंगे। नाउ द टॉपिक कम्स ऑन प्रोवर्बियल टॉपिक्स। नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल प्रोवर्बियल टॉपिक्स कैसे हैं? ऑल दैट ग्लिटर्स इज नॉट गोल्ड, एज यू सो सो शैल यू रीप, justice delayed is justice denied, wisdom finds truth, etc etc etc. These are the certain topics. All that glitters is not gold, just हमने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले देखा। Suppose there is this example, money is not the root of all evil, greed is. हर चीज का जो जड़ है वो मनी नहीं है, ग्रीड है, यानी लालच है हर चीज का, इविल रूट है इविल का, पैसा नहीं। ये लाइन है मान। तो इस लाइन से आप क्या समझ रहे हो? समझने मतलब सिंपल लाइन है कि पैसा जो है वो रूट नहीं है इविल का, ग्रीड है, यानी जो लालच है वो। Now this is the topic which I wanted to take up for the workshop. So right now I'm not asking you to write, you can think for 2 minutes and then I'll tell you that what we are going to, what should be the direction of our thinking in these proverbial lines. All right, फिर से मैं बोल रहा हूँ, money is not the root of all evil, greed is. लालच है, पैसा नहीं। यानी यहाँ पे दो वर्ड्स की बात की जा रही है, मनी और ग्रीड। मनी और ग्रीड की बात की जा रही है। इसमें बताया जा रहा है कि मनी has some positive connotation, greed is actually something negative, समझाई जा रही है। Now I'll give you just 2 minutes, just think about it, and then I'll not ask you to contribute right now because we do not have so much time. You can write an essay and you can send me on this topic, but I'll give you a better topic than this. This is just for a workshop basis. तो अगर हम क्लासरूम में होते तो हम इसको और इलैबोरेट करके डिस्कस करते, बट तो आपको दो शब्द यहाँ पकड़ने। This is how we will deal with this topic. आप मनी शब्द पकड़ लो और ग्रीड शब्द पकड़ लो, ये दो शब्द पकड़ लो। Now I will tell you and then just think whether your thought process was in that direction or not. So money is not the root of all evils, greed is. For this thought process, instance where money appears to be evil, तो पहले आपको वो चीजें सोचनी जहाँ पे मनी इविल होता है, करप्शन, रैंसम, किडनैपिंग, आफ्टर ऑल इस सब में पैसा ही मांगा जाता है, isn't it? तो आपको लगेगा कि मनी इज इविल, बट इस तरह से आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हो। But then in the main argument, you will give a counter argument. And what will be the counter argument? That in reality, it is not the greed. In reality, it is not the greed, but money which is evil. ये आपका counter argument है। ठीक है, तो डायरेक्टली आप टॉपिक से ले रहे। इवन व्हेन मनी वाज नॉट देयर, ग्रीड कॉज ग्रेट हार्म टू द सोसाइटी। ये होने चाहिए आपकी थिंकिंग का पैटर्न। जब पैसा नहीं भी था तो भी ग्रीड वाज द कॉज, समथिंग व्हिच कॉज ग्रेट हार्म टू द सोसाइटी। So money is not the evil. In fact, it helps in social justice, etc. So money helps in social justice. Like, so many schemes are there where money is given. Without money, you cannot do a lot of things in life. So money has a positive connotation. It's the way you use it. Okay. And most probably, जब barter system था, तो फिर क्या सोसाइटी में बुरी चीजें नहीं होती? उस समय तो मनी नहीं था, ठीक है? So you can take up such kind of example to pose the main argument. So money is not the root. All तो आपने main argument देखा. तो simple introduction क्या होगा? You can talk about barter system and its limitation, and then money was invented. यानी barter systems के कुछ negatives थे जिसकी वजह से पैसा आया. यानी money का आना was something for the good. And then in the body you can come with the arguments and counter arguments. And in conclusion, if nothing happens, if you remember Gandhiji's famous quote that earth has enough for one's need but not for greed. तो पैसा भी वही है. पैसा आपको सब कुछ दे सकता है, लेकिन आप ग्रीड की सीमा जो है उसको नहीं सेटिस्फाई कर सकते, और इसी वजह से आप गलत काम करते हो, ठीक है? सो दिस इज द वे वी कैन कंक्लूड आल्सो. ऑलराइट, दिस इज जस्ट अ सिंपल आउटलाइन वेयर यू कैन थिंक अबाउट प्रोवर्बियल ऐसे. तो मैंने क्या कहा, दो वर्ड्स पकड़ो, तो जो दो कीवर्ड्स हैं उनको पकड़ो और उनके अराउंड खेलना शुरू करो. रिमेंबर व्हाट इज द टोन ऑफ द प्रोवर्ब. प्रोवर्ब का टोन क्या कह रहा है? क्या आपको उस टोन के साथ जाना है, नहीं जाना है, कि दोनों तरफ की बातें करनी है? तो इस तरह से आप कर सकते हो. So now this is the homework for you. Please write it somewhere. I'll send you the slide also. Be the change you want to see. Be the change you want to see. जो आप चेंज देखना चाहते हैं वो पहले अपनी लाइफ में. Be the change you want to see. ठीक है? This is your homework where you want to be the change you want to see, and I want you to apply this in a yarn approach. What you're going to apply? The spin-a-yarn approach, the storytelling wala. But that's just my one of the, it's optional. Whether you can apply the Hepestal approach, or you can apply the spin-a-yarn approach, or you can apply both. So it depends on what you want to apply. 1000 to 1200 words. Be the change you want to see. So please, you write it. I want you to apply the spin-a-yarn approach, but you can apply the Hepestal plus spin-a-yarn approach, short story approach, anything. Now, finally, I'm going to talk about the conclusion of an essay. How do you conclude an essay? Okay. So the essay can be concluded in the following ways. You can restate the main points in the brief. Briefly, जो main points हैं वो लिख सकते हो. लेकिन इसमें एक caveat है कि आप wordings change करो. मतलब कहीं भी the same point should not be repeated as it is. आप उसके wordings change कर सकते हो. Suggesting a way forward, आप एक way forward suggest कर सकते हो conclusion में, जैसे कि आप GS के answers में करते हो. और a course of action, कि आप क्या करोगे. Or you can add a interesting personal comment or a relevant anecdote. आप conclude एक छोटे से anecdote से भी कर सकते हो. For example, you can talk about APJ अब्दुल कलाम. कोई भी ऐसे आया जिसमें आप कलाम की कोई स्टोरी डाल सकते हो, छोटी सी. गांधी की कोई छोटी सी स्टोरी डाल सकते हो. You can conclude like that. It's up to you, your essay, but it should be relevant. It should just wind up the whole essay. But remember, same topics, the same points as it is in the essay body should not be repeated. दो चीजें आपको ध्यान में रखना चाहिए. It should be futuristic, it should be optimistic, there should be long-term goals, there should be short-term approach, सब कुछ होना चाहिए उसमें. And never use the word I in your essay. Never use the word, the first person use ना करो. Probably the third person. आपको obviously in your GS answer, in your essay answer, और ethics में भी कहता हूँ, I शब्द नहीं होना. I शब्द shows a kind of an ego. ठीक है? I शब्द नहीं use करो. Use a third person. One of the students also asked me this question, which is a very relevant question you asked. Always a third person. एक एग्जाम्पल लो, किसी का नाम, इमेजिनेटिव कैरेक्टर का नाम लो, या किसी रोल मॉडल का नाम लेके इस तरह से करो. बट डू नॉट से आई कहीं भी होना ही नहीं चाहिए जीएस के आंसर या ऐसे. You need to summarize the complete essay in 3-4 sentences, after which you can write your vision for the future. This is how also you can do it. You can take source from some useful term, that the speech of PM Modi. This is some of the students do this. I kind of avoided, but you can do it. For example, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, reform, perform, transform, building a new India, etc. can be okay. So you can come with handy rhetoric, lofty expressions, all these things, constitutional ideas, for example, Sanskrit sloks, okay, and then just simplify them in English. Or you can, from where you started your introduction. Now remember, we have taken up the Adhunik Buddha story. Okay? I told you this, कि ये ध्यान में रखना, I'll come back to it. So we talked about the Adhunik Buddha story, and we can end also, we can bring Adhunik Buddha back to his inside his banyan bodhi tree, or maybe back in his palace. Okay, so we can bring the introduction and we can end up the story in the conclusion. So we bring up the Adhunik Buddha again. तो एग्जामिनर को कितना बढ़िया लगेगा ना कि अरे यार यही सब शुरू किया था और यहाँ खत्म हो गया. There is a flow, there is a connection between the introduction, conclusion and the body because of that one character. इसीलिए मैंने तुमसे कहा कि कैरेक्टर का नाम लिख दो तो पूरी स्टोरी में ये ना फ्लो करता रहेगा, कंक्लूजन में भी आ जाएगा. ठीक है, एग्जामिनर को याद रहेगा कि वो ऐसे जो मैं एक ऐसे भी चेक किया था जिसमें पीकू नाम की कैरेक्टर थी, जिसमें एक आधुनिक बुद्धा नाम का कैरेक्टर था. और हो सकता है वो कभी आपसे बाद में बात करे और कहे कि तुम ही ने लिखा था क्या. Such kind of things happens in life. Alright, so make a character, bring him back. So Adhunik Buddha, for example, it gives a sense of completeness to the essay. This is what we call as cyclic return. And a lot of essay follow this simple method of concluding the essay. So you can also do this. Okay. So suppose, remember this topic, social networking sites, blessings or curse in the society. Do you remember this topic? Why is this topic here on the slide? Can anybody tell me why this topic is there on the slide?
The last time you sent this for homework.
For homework. Very. And did you write? Who was
Yes.
this person? Okay, you wrote.
Yes.
You sent it for checking?
To promote, sir.
Okay, so he must have checked it, right? How many of you attempted this essay? Be very honest. I'll come to know. I wasn't able to check because I was going through tough times in my life. But okay, so some of you did attempt, है ना? Which is good. So I'm sure Pramod sir must have checked and give you remarks. Okay, so if okay, ठीक है. If you have not done it is good. If you have done good. So did sir give you some remarks?
Yes.
Anyways, okay, I'm sure he must have evaluated it, and with his experience, he must have given you good remarks. I want you to discuss one of the conclusions. Now, look at this conclusion which I'm reading, and you would realize this is one of the students who has written it in the last batch. I haven't gone through this batch because I think Pramod sir corrected you. But there is this one student who wrote this conclusion. I'm not saying this is the best conclusion, but this is how this person kinds of takes a middle path, like Adhunik Buddha. So what does he write? He writes, social, please hear carefully, and then you will get an idea. This is a very, this is not an innovative introduction. It's a very safe introduction, but this is how conclusion, but this is how the conclusion should be written. Social media is a blessing for mankind because it is easy to use, cost effective, and one can interact with family and friends instantly and support and promote business. Okay, so this is something positive which is written. That is the blessing wala part. Then he or she writes, at the same time, social media can also be a curse due to various reasons discussed above. So instead of enumerating those discussions, he's just written it as discussed above because of the lack of time or something, which is fair, which is okay. I do not mind. The difference between what does it write? The difference between it as a curse and a blessing hangs on the shoulders of its users. Now, this is the way he or she ends it. He gives it a responsibility. So, for example, technology is good or bad, okay, but it depends on who is using it. You are the master. So it hangs on the shoulders of the user. And look at the very beautiful phrase which he or she uses. One may choose to abuse the potential of XYZ social media platform or change the world by using the same. Now, I'm telling you, these are not the words which he has used in the body. In the body, he or she has written almost the same thing. But with different examples or something. Here, summarize it with different language. Hangs on the shoulders of its user. The difference between our action, may be small, but the end result varies greatly. And it is up to us to decide social media's role in our life. Very simple, but very apt conclusion. यानी वो बूंद बूंद और छांव धूप से बच के बस वो निकल गया और उसने he hangs the responsibility hangs on the social shoulder of the user. उसका ये conclusion गलत नहीं, आप agree करें या disagree करें, this is his conclusion and that is okay, perfectly fine as per what he or she has written in the essay. It is his essay, it is his view, which is okay, which is nice. So this is a simplistic version of a conclusion which he or she has written. Okay, so that's all what I wanted to talk about the conclusion, how you have to write the conclusion. I'm sure you must have got ये जो मैंने conclusion लिखा इसको एक बार पढ़ना, इससे आप बहुत कुछ सीख सकते हैं. ठीक है, आप बूंद बूंद बचो, धूप धूप बचो और सामने से निकल जाओ. So this is, and see, he's not cursing on the outside world. You have to take the responsibility for yourself. You all are adults. Even if you're if the technology is used by a child, you are a parent, you're a guardian. Okay, you are a school. You have to take the responsibility. Okay, and when you do ethics, for example, you will come across various such ways, using the word socialization, using the word, see, 4 pillars of who stands by you as you grow up in society, what determines your personality, all these things, social influence, persuasion, ये सारे जो terms हैं, tabula rasa एक शब्द होता है जिसमें मतलब है clean slate. So बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें जो आपको GS पढ़ने से वो चीजें keywords याद आएंगी which you can use. Now, have you all noted this thing? Be the change you want to see. Have you all noted it?
Yes.
Be the change. Okay, this is your topic for your. Now, you will send it to the coaching and they will evaluate. And if you have not written the first essay also, you can write whichever you want. But here I want to read something what Mayank has read. Mayank has written. I told you that imagine myself as a character of a story and write, just imagine anything in it. He's written something and let us see what he's written. I have not read it till now. I'm reading it now. So Mayank, you better have written something good. He uses me as a character in any random situation. And I heard it somewhere that when you are ready, the teacher is present. And when I was ready to go, coronavirus hit me as an inevitable obstacle. But there came Manas sir as my lighthouse to show me the shore as I was sailing. Is the storm of pandemic. In the storm of pandemic, I'm the character of the story. Pandemic time, I am hope of light, you know, light of hope. Okay, so इस पे एक शेर अर्ज किया है, जाते जाते मैं वो शेर अर्ज कर देता हूँ कि तेरे कदमों के निशान को मैंने पहचाना नहीं, तेरे कदमों के निशान को मैंने पहचाना नहीं. As a Mayank is saying to me, तेरे कदमों के निशान को मैंने पहचाना नहीं, मुझे मालूम ना था तू साथ मेरे चलता है, जरा कदमों के नाप अपने तू देता जा, मेरा हर एक कदम मेरा हौसला बढ़ाते, या तेरा हर एक कदम मेरा हौसला बढ़ाते. तो अगेन, तेरे कदमों के निशान को मैंने पहचाना नहीं, मुझे मालूम ना था तू साथ मेरे चलता है, जरा कदमों के नाप अपने तू देता जा, मेरा हर एक कदम तेरा हौसला बढ़ा. ठीक है, this is what I feel for my students also and for my teacher also, and I think यही भावना यहाँ पे लिखने की कोशिश की. ठीक है, अब do not make me a character, but now let me just take up some questions, sir. If I write one essay each week and send you over WhatsApp in multimedia format, will you check it? Tell me. Yeah, you can send it to me also, and you can send it to Pramod sir also. Preferably, you will send it to Pramod sir. It will be better. I'm also ready to check, but he's a senior and he's more experienced. And you can send anywhere. You can send anywhere, and I'll be able to. I'll not be able to give back as soon as possible because right now there's a lot of workload, a lot of classes are lined up. सबसे बड़ा तो history खत्म करना है. But if you want, you can send me or Pramod sir, anybody. We'll be happy to check. Okay. Anybody else who wants to say anything? Did you like the class today? That's very important for me, because the third class or the final class will depend on what you have learned in today's class. If you liked it, do tell it, and be very frank, and tell it to the director of the coaching also, so that quickly we can have our third essay class also, which will be the final essay class. And I want you to write the essay and come up. So Preeti, you've written something which is very important. That you've written, sir, I fear before writing. I feel like I lack something. Preeti, उसके लिए लिखना जरूरी है. आप पहले लिखिए, उसके बाद धीरे धीरे वो फियर खत्म होगा. पहले लिखना, पेन उठा के कागज पे कलम चलाना जरूरी है. ठीक है. और फिर आपका फियर, जो ये मैंने कंफ्यूजन आपको बताया है, ये एक ऐसे का डिस्कस किया है, that was written by a student who never wrote in English. He was a Hindi medium student and wanted to convert himself into an English medium. After writing 3-4 essays, he came up with this conclusion. And I'm sure now he's doing very well in life. So just write it. Okay. हाँ बोलो अंकित.
मैंने पिछली बार जब ट्राई किया था लिखने का,
हाँ जी.
तो सिर्फ 5 बहुत हाथ भी नहीं हुआ था और मेरी बात लिमिट खत्म हो गई थी. तो मैं छोटा कैसे लिखूं?
क्या खत्म हो गई?
वर्ड लिमिट.
वर्ड लिमिट कैसे खत्म? हाँ, तो वही तो आपको प्रैक्टिस करनी है. जैसे अंकित, स्टोरी यू टोल्ड वाज अ लिटिल लॉन्ग स्टोरी, उसको शॉर्ट करो. वो प्रैक्टिस से आता है बेटा. दैट कम्स फ्रॉम प्रैक्टिस. और कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि आप हर डायमेंशन लिखो. डायमेंशंस थोड़े से कम कर दो. ठीक है, वो प्रैक्टिस से आएगा. अंकित, तुम लिखो तो ऐसे, अभी एक ही ऐसे लिखा ना तुमने, अभी और ऐसे लिखो तो धीरे धीरे आ जाएगा. जीएस के आंसर्स में भी तो लिमिटेड लिखना होता है ना. कोई और? थैंक यू रिद्धि, थैंक यू Mahima, thank you everyone. In fact, thank you Disha. I think Preeti, you've understood what I wanted to tell you. Disha, everybody, thank you so much. Who else is there who wanted to say something? I heard a female voice. Quickly, our class is getting over now. So, should I end the class? Sai, I think it's Saira. Beta, you have to send this phone number to the institute. They will add. Okay, they get the record also then, that who's going to be added, who's going to not. So this group, जिसमें तुम add करने की बात करो, that is for history group in which I'm there. Otherwise, you give them the number, talk to them. What all groups are there on WhatsApp, they will add you. Rishabh, we are going to talk about the sources and the references, how we are going to deal with in the next class. So you have to have some patience. Okay, you have some patience. I'll tell you. Do not hurry up, beta. So what I'm asking you, just write that. I'll talk about the sources in the next session. Otherwise, क्या होता है कि अभी से तुम लोग परेशान होने लगोगे. जीएस को छोड़ के फिर ऐसे के लिए तुम sources पढ़ने लगोगे. Do not hurry up. अभी एक tabula rasa हो, एक clean slate हो, जो कहा जा रहा है वो ऐसे लिखो. एकदम innocent candidate हो. Okay, and later on I'll talk in the third lecture. I'll tell you about the sources. Okay, so I'm ending the lecture now. Should I go? Shall I go? जाऊं मैं? Okay. ठीक है, मैं जा रहा हूँ. Have a good day. Have a great Sunday. थोड़ा पढ़ लेना, थोड़ा रिलैक्स कर लेना, थोड़ा एंजॉय कर लेना. वेस्ट बंगाल में बहुत पॉलिटिकल इश्यू चल रहा है, उस पर थोड़ा मजेदार न्यूज देख लेना. एंड हैव अ ग्रेट टाइम. गुड नाइट.
Thank you, sir.
बाय.
Bye.